Hmm, this is a sad day for Nigerian football. I just finished watching that video made by Victor Osimhen, where he called out his coach. Well, he's a former coach now because he has resigned, Judge Finidi, over a statement credited to him. Even though till now we've not been able to establish whether Judge Finidi actually made that statement. To say I'm disappointed in Victor is an understatement. He shouldn't have done that at all. There are better ways to approach issues, and going on Instagram Live is not one of them. I am certain that he's going to ever regret the decision to go on Instagram Live to call out his coach. There can be no way you can view it and say he was right. Well, he has a right to be angry by any statement credited to his coach. Where he went wrong was the approach he used to address the issue. Whatever happened to issuing a press release? Here is a guy that recently had an issue with his club Napoli. That time he released a press statement to address the issue. Why didn't he also go ballistic like he just did to call out Napoli and the management over that issue? Maybe because he knew he had more to lose, and he feels now that he has nothing to lose by denigrating our national football and our national coach. Victor, that was a wrong move. I wonder who his handlers are, who allowed him to do that. Now, Victor is just, I think, 25 years old, and Judge Finidi is a 53-year-old man. Apart from the age difference, Judge Finidi is one of our living legends. This man actually gave his all in his active years of football. So for him to be abused and disrespected like this runs afoul of all that we hold dear as a country. Also, Victor is currently in the market looking for a new club. I wonder which club would be willing to actually sign somebody with this temperament. It is a bad look on Victor. Honestly, this is a bad look on Victor. At a point in the Instagram Live, another senior colleague of his, Igalo, reached out to him to stop the tirade and end the live, but he ignored. He didn't even only call out the coach and disrespect him. He even caused out people that were trying to prevail on him to stop. He was totally abusive in that video. If he had addressed the issue in a civil manner and in a respectful manner, maybe one would have understood. But he went all ballistic on everybody, was verbally abusive, was cursing everybody. There is no way that can be right. In fact, towards the end of the video, he even threatened to physically assault those that were prevailing on him to end the video. Who does that? This is an international player, a player of great repute, and you want to throw all that away because of a little disagreement with your national team coach. You didn't think this through at all, I'm sorry to say. Which club coach would want to work with you now? We have seen instances where talented players ruined their careers because of their attitude. Talent is not everything. Attitude at times supersedes talent, because if you have the right talent and the wrong attitude, nobody will be willing to work with you. An example is Balotelli, a great player, but at the end of the day, what became of him? The attitude got the best of him and his career was ruined forever. Victor, do you want your career to go that way too? Think again. What you did was wrong. You have a great valuation in the market. I don't think this move of yours would help you in any way. I don't want to be a prophet of doom, but no club or club coach would want to work with somebody that can just wake up tomorrow and start calling everybody out. You shouldn't have done that, and I'm sure that you are going to regret this if you are not regretting it currently, because it's going to affect your valuation in the market, it's going to affect your marketability, and it may put a dent on your professional career. You should have thought it through. You should have paused to allow the anger to simmer down before taking any action. A press statement would have sufficed in this case. The call out was not necessary and people were prevailing on you. You were just going on and on, throwing caution to the wind, and as if you have no care in the world. You don't denigrate your national team coach like that. You weren't actually denigrating Judge Finidi. You were denigrating NFF as a body and Nigeria as a country. Even if Finidi was wrong, although I've not been able to verify the statement, the approach you took wasn't the right one. So at the end of the day, your wrong has now cancelled out the wrong of Judge Finidi. Napoli wronged you, I think last year or 2 years ago, but you did not react this way. You actually calmed everybody down and released the press statement. So what went wrong this time around? Your choice of words in those videos was wrong. You don't go abusive on somebody over a statement that has not yet been authenticated. You were abusive towards Judge Finidi. You were abusive towards other people that were trying to calm you down. You were even threatening to physically assault those that were with you in that room. Imagine the implication of those things on your brand. I don't think you know the gravity of what just happened, and I pray that it doesn't actually go a long way in ruining your chances in life. So many clubs are actually rushing to sign you now. Imagine them having access to the video you just made. What do you think their reaction would be? And also remember, at some point in time in the future, you will also become an ex-footballer. Judge Finidi was also once hot like you are. You should have thought about posterity before coming on Instagram live to rant like that. You are going to retire one day, just like Judge Finidi did. He was a star player in his prime also, just like you are now. But everything comes to an end. You can't be a star player forever. You are going to definitely hit a decline at some point in time because of age and so many other factors. And at that time, it will dawn on you that nothing lasts forever. Don't get me wrong. I'm totally in support of you voicing out your grievance and letting people hear your side of the story. What I'm against is the fact that your manner approach was wrong and nothing can make it right. Let us even imagine the statement credited to Finidi George was made by your club coach. Would you have taken this same approach to address it? I want you to ponder on that. So many of the clubs you are hiring are going to get hold of this video, and at the end of the day, the decision will be theirs to make. But for me, if I were to be a club coach or a club owner, I don't think I would be comfortable signing a player that just did what you did. Well, that is my own opinion about the whole issue. I wish you the best of luck. I'm not a prophet of doom. It may and may not affect your career, but from my own point of view, I feel it is going to dent your career and you are going to regret it. Peace.